And I'm Robin.
And we are back for our 11th Flosstube.
Yes, and it's an exciting one.
It's a big one for us.
It is our 1 year Flossiversary.
Yay!
We're so excited. We made it 1 year.
We made it 1 year.
And 11, so we've actually done almost one a month, so that was
kind of the goal,
yeah.
So we're almost hitting
We're almost there, and
yeah.
We had planned on doing this a couple different times, but
we're busy girls.
And then I got sick, and so that
I went to Mom's house one weekend and ended up just busy the whole time. My friends were in town, so
we didn't get it that weekend.
So we have a ton to share.
Lots of things to share. A lot of exciting things to share. We're going to have a giveaway at the end for our Flossiversary.
Yeah.
And we just thought we would reintroduce ourselves, since it is our Flossiversary, to people that are new subscribers. Over the past, from our last video to this, we got a lot of new subscribers. So we welcome all you, and we're very excited that you are spending time with us. And so my name's Robin, like I said. I work full-time as a Title I reading teacher, and I'm married. I have 2 kids, Katie and Richard, and they both live a couple hours north or south of me. And so, you know, we come down quite frequently to see them, like in the Pittsburgh area, and then I live more up north. We always call it like up in the mountains. It's not really in the mountains, but you know, definitely more in the rural area.
Yes. And so my name is Katie. I just got married in July. There was a lot of chatter about that if you were here last year at this time.
Pictures
these are our engagement pictures. I have a dog named Heinz. He's an Australian Shepherd. He's also up there. He's cut off a little bit. But we have an Australian Shepherd named Heinz. He's a little crazy, and so you might hear some craziness in the background today because all 3 of the dogs are here and they're excited because the sun is out. And they're crazy.
If we have a chance, we might
bring Heinz out.
We might bring them in, because I don't think Heinz
hasn't had his big debut yet.
Because I have Charlie and Miss May. If you watched one of our videos before, I think we had them in.
Yeah.
And I'm going to talk a little bit about Miss May later.
She has a little anecdote.
She has a little segment coming up, so we'll share that with you later. But so yeah, we're excited. Like I said, we're in Pennsylvania, and the weather is finally
beautiful out there today. You can see probably the sun coming through my windows. It's like gorgeous. So once we get finished with this, we're gonna
maybe take the dogs
outside, go get a hot dog.
It is supposed to rain. Yeah, it's supposed to rain later and then cool down a little bit, but not terrible. So we're hoping that we're getting to the other side of winter and we're ready for bring on the spring.
Yes. So today we are drinking, since this is morning, we're having some coffee.
Out of our
one of my favorite mugs,
Broken Egg Cafe,
from another Broken Egg Cafe in Clearwater, Florida.
We are her cousin, my sister's son Travis lives in Clearwater, Florida. So a couple of years ago, her and her daughter and me and Katie went to Clearwater. And we were there for a few days, and we loved it. It's like a beachy area, and this was one of our favorite places to go.
We went there twice.
Yeah, Broken Egg
Cafe. Our like 3 days.
If you're ever in Clearwater,
love Broken Egg Cafe. They have all these cute little mugs.
And they're all different colors.
And I was like, I have to have these. Yeah. So I bought 2 of them. So cheers.
Cheers. Yes.
All right. Now let's get down to business.
Yes. The first thing I wanted to share, I'm going to set my coffee down here on the floor so I don't spill it, is if you remember from my last video, I had started the Book of Days, and to keep track of, you know, what I'm doing this year a little better, and I've been doing pretty good on it. Maybe a little lax the last few days.
Really?
So, but look at January, all filled up, and then into February, all filled up. I mean, and I'm keeping track of what I'm doing here. The yellow, I have a yellow highlighter that when I start something, I highlight it in yellow. When I finish something, I highlight it in orange. I keep track of my haul up in this area. I don't know if you can see that. And then over here, I kind of have plans of like some things that I want to do that month. And then I try to highlight things that I actually got done. What else? And then we got into March. And that's where we're at now, is in March. And I've been doing this March Stitchy Madness that I'll talk to you a little bit about later. And I have all the ones that stitches that I did with that. And I also put up here my Nashville Needlework Market, which we'll talk about that later too. The different purchases, so I could kind of keep track, because you order and I placed a lot of different orders and I forget what I ordered. So I was trying to keep track of that there. So yeah, it's been working out really well for me. I enjoy keeping it. It's keeping me organized. I've been trying to start more writing what fabrics I'm using to kind of keep track of that, because that's something I always forget. So yeah, I'm enjoying it. So I would recommend that if you want to help. I don't write like, you know, anything real major in it, just a little note about what I'm doing or what I started, what I'm finished, those kind of things.
Helps keep you organized. Because, you know, she's got a million projects going on. She's got a...
I have, with March Stitchy Madness, you're going to see, it's a little maddening.
A little chaotic.
A little chaotic, yeah. So,
that's okay.
Do we want to go on to FFOs?
We might as well go on to FFOs.
Okay, you want to share one of yours?
So, you know, my resolution, my stitching resolution this year was to finish everything that I stitched this year. I showed Mom my pile of non-finished, and she was appalled.
I was like...
She couldn't believe it. So I'm trying to do better this year. So I have 2 FFOs to share and then some from last year. So this is one of the things I finished. It's called You Are Loved. This was a free pattern from October House Fiber Arts. Look how adorable this is.
Yeah, if you go onto her website, it's right under freebies.
It's DMC fabric. I got some rickrack so I attempted to order rickrack from
Lady Dots?
From Lady Dots, and it came and it was real mini. I didn't know. I ended up getting some of Jane because
that's a lesson to be learned that I didn't even know that there's different sizes of
rickrack, and it was tiny. I forgot to grab it, but it was really little, but really cute. So you could use it as maybe like a trim or something. I'll find a use for it for sure. But yeah, You Are Loved. And then in the back here, I ordered one of those fabric bundles from Primrose. I'll have to look up the name. So I got one fabric from them, some wool from Mom's collection that she gave me, and then a little pin. So that's it. You Are Loved by October House Fiber Arts, and this is 28 count white that it's on.
Cute.
So yeah,
it's a great Valentine or all
little
year.
Valentine's. It's kind of could be all year.
Yeah,
I'll probably use it for Valentine's, but I think it's
could definitely be for
potentially
all year.
for all year if you have the right display for something like this. So
love it.
One of my finishes. Proud of myself for that.
Want me to share my next one?
Yes.
I'm gonna share my Hello March. If you remember last year, I was doing these patterns from Cat on Creations. They look like this. She does one every month, and this was the one for March that I did. And I finished it in this calendar copy from Paisley's and Polka Dots. And I actually keep this at school, and it's kind of a nice place for me to keep because I have to refer to the date a lot with different things that I'm doing. But I made this interchangeable, so far I've done January, February, March, and I'm going to show you that I'm working on the April one right now. But these are, if you go to her website, Cat on Creations, they're very affordable patterns and easy to do. I'm just doing them on 14 count. I don't know why that's not 14 count Ada, like a beige Ada. So it's easy to do, and I can whip through them pretty quick and having fun with that. So should I share my one that I'm doing? I might as well share.
You might as well share it.
While I have that out. This is the one that I'm working on for April. And here is the pattern for it. Looks like this. Hello, April. And this is what I have done on it so far. So this is kind of whip slash
FFO.
And that is what I have done on it so far.
Aw.
Little deer, the Hello April, and I'm working on a boot down here.
Some little raindrops.
Yeah. So it's kind of cool.
Yeah. Very nice.
I'm enjoying them. They're easy stitches, and my
little displays.
I just need to keep up on that every month. So that's one of my monthlies. Okay.
Okay, on to the next. I've been talking about this for months. I finally finished it. I think I started talking about this whenever she dropped the design. So this is Gather Pine Cones by Hands on Design, FFO'd. As you can see, I'm holding a finished object in my hands. So I have the little cabin.
You can hold it when you're talking.
Yeah, you can hold that. I have the quilted. I call that the quilt one. I don't know. And then the Gather Pine Cones.
So cute.
Got a little thing that little hot glue. Yeah, so finished on, well, stitched on 16 count platinum Ada, finished on the, I think they're called perpetual paddles from Chantel's 141, And then we spray paint them black. I spray paint them black and hot glue this on.
And then you bought new paddles for each one, or you're interchanging?
I bought new paddles for each one.
Because they're not very expensive either, are they?
They're not very expensive, and
then you don't have to mess with
it's kind of easier, I think.
And then you just can store these away and get out your next ones.
So yeah, nice stitch. Took me a while to get through them. There's so many little like fancy little stitches, especially like on these. This is like all different back stitching and like all different colors, but they are so cute. So I'll probably have these up for this summer because I need to display them. Nice. But I also am planning on doing the gather. I think I have gather wildflowers back there, so I'll probably do that for the summer.
We were like, you could almost use the wildflowers all summer. And then she has the pumpkins already done. So.
Yeah, I already have the pumpkins done. So what a cute little series. I hang them up here on my wall beside my display. They just look so cute there.
I have these too in my stash, but I've never gotten to them. But they're really cute.
So love these from Hands On Design. Another cute
pattern.
Another cute pattern.
Yes. My next one is this pattern from Robin Pickens, Seasonal Courier, and it was Cardinal's Winter. I think I had finished this since our last Flosstube. I might have had it as a whip last time, but I'll show you. It is this. And it is finished on a board from, let me look. Starry Night Studio Company. She has these boards and they come with a little stand and everything. And the cool thing is this back. So she has a board for each one of these patterns. Like the other one is like the Robin Spring and you know, the pumpkin one. So she has a board with this fabric already on it that matches the pattern. So when you get it, all you need to do is finish this on your board. And then of course I glued this stuff around there, but this back part's already there for you. It's already prepared. It's so cool. And she has a lot of other, if you go into her Etsy shop, she has other boards that are for other patterns, not just these ones, but for, if you go on like,
what's the shop called?
It's called Starry Night Studio Company.
Starry Night Studio Company.
And if you go on, she has like all these boards and they have the backing and they're already prepared for particular patterns. And because I always think, oh, I forget. But so I'm already then now to start working on the Robin's Spring. I have the autumn one, the pumpkin one done. Blackbird's Autumn, I think it is. Yeah. But love this one and the way it turned out.
I love the Cardinal.
Yeah.
Looks so nice.
Yeah, so that was a fun one to do. And I love Robin Pickens.
Beautiful.
Do another one?
I have a previous one to share.
Okay. Do I have a...
Well, I have one left.
I have one previous and one kind of that I finished since last time.
Okay, so I have, this is one of my favorite ones. Now the bow keeps falling off. I need to hot glue it. But this is Carrot Farm. One of my favorite finishes I ever did. The bow keeps falling off. I'm just gonna hold it on. Yeah. I need to re-glue the magnet on. But look at this from Primrose. Oh my gosh. Look at the colors on that. It's just so springy, really, so cute. Really I have the carrot in my bow. I mean, it's just adorable. I use variegated fabric. I don't know if you can see it. But
it's really pretty.
It's so pretty. And I finished it on this board.
It's great to have it this time of year.
Yeah.
Did you do another one of these?
I have a whip for the Patriot. There's a patriotic one, and I was also going through my patterns back there, and I have the Halloween one. So I'm gonna have to do the Halloween one this year because it's.
No, will you use the same board or?
I'll use the same board. I think that this is a magnet.
Like you can.
I think I did this on a magnet.
Oh yeah. Then she can exchange that out and.
Yeah. So one of my favorite finishes I ever have done. So
really pretty.
Yeah. We will keep working on those little farm ones because they're so cute.
They're really cute. My next one was, I think I was working on this last time also, the Valentine's Day Quaker. And it is done on that atomic 18 count atomic ranch fabric. And I just used Classic Colorworks, whatever the white is. I just used that and I think I have it sideways. And then just got some rickrack and this was my finish on the back. I just cut out a piece of felt heart and found this fabric in my stash which says love is patient, love is kind. I love the fabric on the back. But so yeah, I've had that out since Valentine's Day and it's another one that you really could just leave it out.
Yeah, I love that it's like, because she normally has it on white and red.
She has it on white with and I just, because I had done this for my son. I think I talked about that last time when they got engaged. Him and his fiance got engaged. I did it the regular way with the white and I think it was white and pink. And I just wanted to do something different. And I had seen somebody had done something like this. So that's that one. And then the other one, this was a previous finish, was my other Quaker from last year, is the spring Quaker. I love the Quakers.
I want to do this.
So it was finished in 2024. This is just on 16 count, like a white fabric, but then again, the floss is that blooming crocus from Classic Colorworks. It's beautiful, like floss to work with. And just love the way this one turned out too. And again, the rick rack, and then there's my back with the piece of wool on it. But yeah, so this one is getting ready to, or it is out. I guess I have that one. I had both of them out, and I have my winter one out too. So I've had them all out. So it's time to move on to a new Quaker, I guess.
It's time.
Yeah, I kind of started the St. Patrick's Day one. Unfortunately, did not get it finished, and I'll explain why when I get there. You'll probably understand why.
You'll probably understand why.
So I think that is the end of our FFOs.
Yes, end of our FFOs.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on. What's it?
Chubby, do you want to keep going?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we'll keep going then. Finishes.
Finishes. I just have one.
All right, so
do we have the same one? We do have the same.
Save that one. Yeah,
we're gonna
save
save
that.
it.
So I shared some of this last time. The first one I was working on was this. This is an ongoing whip of mine for the year. I'll probably work on throughout the year, and it is this charming couple, and it is by Noteworthy Needle. I'm working on that. And let me show you my progress. I did another month on that. And this is the one where they give you the charms.
These are cute.
They give you the little charms. Can you open the charms up in there? And here's what I have done on that. I did 2 different, so January, February. So I need to do the March one yet. So I'll have that done hopefully next time. They don't take real long to do, but my plan is to do one each month to have that done. And then in between,
I don't know if you guys like my arm.
I'll just kind of show them up in between these spots. Sorry, in between these where the spots are, you put these charms. Like I said, all the different things.
Cute.
So that'll be cute when it's all done. So I'm working, that's one of my current whips that I do on a monthly basis. The second one I do on a monthly basis is, let's see here. That's for next. I have it in my...
She has a lot of stuff here, so
I do have a lot, so you
bear
have to
with
bear
her.
with me as I dig through my things.
she's got... You should see her.
So I'm working on the 12 Christmas carols. I showed that last time. I'm trying to do one per month. So then at the end, my goal is to make these all into 12 ornaments to have them for my tree. And I'm doing them on the fabric 25 count Desert Opalescent. It's that shiny fabric.
Beautiful.
So here was, I think that was the first one I did.
Mm-hmm.
And then this, or I'm not sure which one was the first. Was this the first one I did?
I don't remember.
I think this might have been the first one. Into All Good Night. So they're all different Christmas carols. And you can kind of see the sparkle on it a little bit. And then this one is the one I did last month. And it's called It's Christmas Time in the City.
It's Christmas.
They're looking at little window, staring at the window. Family. And this is a pattern from Tiny Modernist.
Modernist.
So it's fun because that was one of my goals this year, is to get some Christmas ornaments ready and to stitch Christmas all year round.
Yes. Keep the Christmas spirit alive.
I'm keeping it alive in my heart.
Okay. Okay, now on to our shared finish.
All right, so we have been working on a retreat piece. We have a retreat coming up, and it's the beginning of April.
3 weeks.
It's actually right over my birthday, which I'm very excited
It is her
about.
birthday weekend.
It's always my birthday weekend. It is called the Steel City Stitchers Retreat. It is in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. They have it every year right around the first weekend, April, and they usually send out a retreat piece for us to work on, and then when we go to the retreat, we get to finish it. They have a finishing station. It is a wonderful retreat. We're excited. We can't wait to go.
We had the best time last year. I know we talked about it for like 2 months after we
did.
went. And I'm so looking forward to this year and so ready. And
we met a lot of friends last year at it.
Really great girls.
And our table this year is pretty much already spoken for because we met so many people that we want to, hang out with. We're excited to meet new people always, but it'll be fun to also
shout out to our Steel City Stitcher crew.
Friends. They're coming, and we're coming, and it's going to be a good time. So for our retreat this year, Kathy Haberman from Hands On Design designed a piece for this retreat. Now she won't be at the retreat, but she designed a piece that we stitch, and she made it Pittsburgh themed, which is really cool. So let me share. There's 2 different versions because not everybody coming to the retreat is a Pittsburgh lover like ourselves. You can't all be. I mean, I don't know why they're not, but they're not. So they designed. They designed. Yeah. So here is the
picture. Show the picture first.
Yeah. The picture is. It says, "I cross stitch. I'm kind of a big dill." Would you like to talk about why it says that?
So
why does it say dill? I don't know.
What's it say dill? Well, for some reason, Pittsburgh is well associated with pickles. I'm not sure why. We have a whole pickle festival that they have in the summertime. It's called Picklesburg, and just pickle anything you can imagine.
And also
pickles.
I think part of it came from Heinz.
Heinz
Ketchup.
I think do they have pickles?
Yeah, they have pickles.
Yeah. Well, I guess
Heinz was a big person in Pittsburgh.
A big corporation in Pittsburgh. We had Heinz Field, so Pittsburgh very well associated with Heinz and pickles. So there's the finished, not the fully finished, but the finished retreat piece. You can see there's a few shout outs to Pittsburgh in this. These are like the Steelers logo that kind of go across the top, and then we have the terrible towel here. It's yellow and there's like a little fringe on the bottom. Yep. And then finally our pickle.
Right.
Little Pittsburgh theme for you.
Yeah, there's a lot of different,
So I think Kathy is from Pittsburgh originally.
I think she was from Pittsburgh, So she knows our pickle.
She knows all the Pittsburgh lore, I guess.
I finished mine on 16 count oyster.
And I finished mine on 16 count platinum. I also, if you notice, have my edges nice and finished. That would be from my wonderful Aunt Susan, who serged my edges, and I've been obsessed with it since. So thanks for that.
Yeah, she keeps saying she's going to buy herself a serger. We'll see if that happens.
I learned that they're very expensive.
They're more expensive than she thought. She thought she could go pick one up for a couple hundred.
I was like, I can get this for like $50. No.
And then there is another version of the pattern that Kathy created because, like I said, not everybody is from Pittsburgh and might not want our Pittsburgh things. So this is called I Cross Stitch. I'm kind of a big deal. And they have, she has a lot of different sewing things. So there is needle and thread here. There is an embroidery or a cross stitch hoop, and then scissors. Up here is another spool of thread. So really cute, but if you wanted to do the sewing mode, you can do that also. There's different, 2 different selections there for you. So pretty cool.
And a really cute piece when it's stitched up. I was just so blown away by how cute it was.
Because when we first got it, we're like, oh, okay.
I wasn't sure about. I liked it because it had the pickle in it, and I love pickles. So
yeah, she's a big pickle.
I've always been a big pickle eater, but when I've stitched up all these little flowers on here, just
the
like
flowers,
so
it
cute.
Just as you're stitching it, it just came to life, and the colors that she put on it.
I think that's a common thing with her designs is she has all these like little details that like at the end of the piece you're just like, wow, like
because
that is
she
pretty.
does all her patterns in black and white, so you're not really able to see exactly, and then you're stitching and it's like
so pretty,
just beautiful.
So anyways, that's our piece for the retreat. We're gonna finish them there. They'll have a little station for us to finish. I think you talked about that already, but so we don't know what this will look like when it's done.
No, but we will share
really excited
at our next Flosstube. We'll share about the retreat, and we will share about our finishing, and I'm excited because we have it's kind of nice. We have the one from last year, and you can set them together, your different retreat pieces, because they're all, the one last year was also Pittsburgh. It was bridges, because we have all kinds of bridges.
Cross-stitch bridges us together, I think is what it said.
So really cute. Yeah. It's a fun retreat if you ever get a chance to go to it.
Okay.
All right, I think we're ready to go on to our whips.
Yes, our whips, which I don't have any whips because I just finished that piece
you were working on a lot of other pieces
4 days ago, and then I also organized some of my haul stuff, so I'll talk about that next.
Yeah.
So she's gonna do.
So my whips are kind of involved. I'll try not to make it too long, but
it's a little involved.
I did, and this is another Steel City Stitchers idea that came from them, They also have a Flosstube, Steel City Stitchers, if you want to watch that. And they talk about the March Madness that I'm going to talk about, and they talk about the retreat. So it's another good shout out to them to go watch their Flosstube. But this is called Steel City Stitchers March Stitchy Madness. And what you do is pick out 8 stitches. You can pick out whips. You can pick out ones that you just want to start that maybe you have in your, your collection of, in your library.
Wanting to get to, maybe.
That you wanted to get to. I kind of have a mix. I think it kind of talks about picking 4 whips and 4 new starts, but you don't have to follow that. I had some that were whips and I have some that are starts. I just kind of mixed it up. But I went through all of my patterns, picked out 8 that I wanted, okay? I created a little video. It's on my Instagram and it shows all 8 from the very beginning. Then what happens is you stitch on for the first couple days in March, the first 2. Then you share that progress out on your Instagram stories and people can vote. Whichever one gets the most votes after your 24-hour period, it moves on to the next round.
So I do have a question.
Okay.
How long for each competition? Like a week? Well, it
No.
can't be a week. It's
for example, I stitched on this one March 1st.
Mm-hmm.
I stitched on this one March 2nd.
So just like one day, really.
Yeah.
On each.
And then I shared it like that,
Mm-hmm.
say March 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
While that's being voted on, I went on to these 2, and I'm working on these 2 while this one's getting voted on.
Mm-hmm.
And then by the time I'm done with these, so you can see kind of, I'll share the ones that I've done, and then I'll kind of show, I don't want you to see like where I'm at right now, but maybe you can see it on there, but I wanted to share like my progress throughout. So I started out with the first 2 being Lucky You and St. Patrick's Day Quaker. And I tried to match them up according to like themes. Like I had a St. Patrick Day one, I had some Easter ones, I had some patriotic ones. So Lucky You, this is a pattern by The Proper Stitcher from Annie Turner. She's The Proper Stitcher. If you're not familiar with her, she has several of these patterns and they are all U-based, so they all have the little sheep in them. She came out with 2 new ones at market that she had released. This one, I got quite a ways on this because it actually won one of the, so I was able to move it and actually ended up stitching on it a couple days. So that's the kind of the cool thing is, if they win, then you move forward and you can keep working on them.
Mm-hmm.
And what I like about this, these are 8 things that if I wouldn't have done this, I would never have touched these. I would have just kept going on with my other things that I showed you before. I wouldn't have got to any of these. And now I kind of have.
So it kind of makes you expand your.
It makes me, and I know last year when I did it, I like finished 3 or 4 things.
That's awesome.
Like that I never would have, that I never would have done if I wouldn't have done this. It really makes you like stitch other things. So this is how far I got along in that. And I did this on a 14 count. That Kimberly's Mint, it's from Fat Quarter Shop. She had all those different fabrics that she put out like a year or so ago.
It is so
And
pretty.
it's like a light green fabric.
And how perfect for that piece.
I know,
that
I just
pretty
love
mint
it.
Green.
And that cute little U.
Yeah.
And that girl, but that's how far I got on her. So that was
really cute.
that one. And then it was up against a biggie, which was the St. Patrick's Day.
If you know Mom's resolution.
Yeah, the Quakers.
The Quaker.
Mm-hmm.
Get on the Quakers.
Get on the Quakers, and of course they released this bad boy this year, and I was on it. And I got it, and look how cute it is.
So cute.
You're gonna be a little disappointed in this stitch though, but keep in mind, I was sick. Okay, I was sick.
She was very sick.
I was very sick for that week.
That was one of the reasons we couldn't.
So that's why we didn't
She
get
was
this
supposed
done.
to come here, wasn't able to.
Yeah, I was gonna come last
She was
week, and
so sick. So.
but this is all the further I got on that. It's a kind of a pathetic start.
But it's something.
Shout out to my niece Denise and my sister Susan, who both finished their St. Patrick's Day Quaker.
Slay Queens.
They got them done. By gosh, they got them done.
They got them done.
So I also, with that one, I think I showed you how the finishing kit and everything. So all ready to go. Oh, and something else I got with this. I ordered a little pin because I love these little pins. It's from a company called, let me take this off, Gina's Unique Needleminders. But she also has pins, and I got this pin to put in my St. Patrick's Day Quaker.
I love a pin.
And they are a good price too.
Yeah.
So go check her out. There's her name, Gina's Unique Needleminders.
On Etsy?
Yeah, on Etsy. And she also sent me this cute little guy free. It's a
little gnome.
little, what, Needleminder, I guess.
The
Yeah.
little gnome Needleminder.
So, I got that once I ever get my St. Patrick's Day Quaker. Oh,
That's cute.
what is that? Back of that.
Oh.
Stuff's flying everywhere.
Stuff flying everywhere.
So, yeah, so I forgot I got that. That was for a haul. All right, so anyways, those two, and between those two, Lucky You got voted on and moved on. Okay.
Okay.
So
Lucky You moved
that's why
around too.
St. Patrick's Day Quaker didn't have much on it because it was only like one day. And so we moved on. Lucky You's moving on. So then we go on to our next two, which are from Primrose, Spring Seasonal.
Another beauty.
This, I love this pattern. They have these in a lot of different, like what, winter, fall, like
yeah, the
different.
seasonal samplings.
Not, maybe not. I think she's supposed to be coming out with the summer one, I heard her say.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. There's the winter one. And again, I've had this pattern for a while, and I know if I wouldn't have done this March Madness, I never would have pulled this out to work on it. This one I did on 16 count Waxing Moon by Fabric Flair, and this is how far I got on it. How cute. Look at that little bunny.
Love the bunny.
See, and this fabric's
little
kind,
cutie.
look how that fabric's kind of modeled. It's
What's the
just-
fabric? What's the fabric?
It's 16 count Waxing Moon by Fabric
Waxing
Flair.
Moon. Waxing Moon.
But what a cute pattern.
Yes. I
So
love
that
it.
was up against a pattern that I don't have, I'm sorry to say. Hop, Peep, Leap.
Oh,
And it is from Luminous Fiber Arts.
I love this one.
Yeah, I don't have, but the Hop, Peep, Leap,
Yeah.
I don't have it.
That's
the one I
whip
forgot.
that she forgot.
I took it out. I was organizing things at one and I took
So
it out.
that one's.
I
You'll
don't
just have
have-
to check out the Instagram.
Yeah, you have to check out my Instagram to see that one. I apologize to Luminous Fiber Arts. I don't have that one. But just so you can tell by that my spring seasonal sampling won that between the two of those. So right now we have Lucky You and spring seasonal sampling that moved on.
And as I say, you could talk about the next round, but
Should
just no.
just keep going. All right,
Just keep going.
All right,
Sorry.
so then I had my two patriotic matches up, which was Liberty Pennies from Hands On Design, big one. When you
Big
do
one.
Hands On Design, that's a biggie.
People love.
So look at that beauty. Again, I never right now would have pulled this out to work on it because it's like a summer. I'm like, I'm just gonna add some patriotic into it, and this is one that I've been wanting to do. So pulled that one out. This one is on 16 count chalkboard black. I did get quite a bit of it done because it did win one of the rounds.
Ooh, big
Love
winner.
these little flowers down here.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
Cute one.
We're making good progress on it.
I know, like I said, I would not have done
A lot of
these.
progress.
That was up against another biggie.
Another biggie.
I'm telling you, some of these patterns are like just beautiful. This is 4th of July Rules.
I love the rules.
Love the rules. And I am doing it on, I think it's 14 count mocha. What's that? Something mocha. Can't remember, but
French country
French country
mocha.
mocha. Yeah. And there's that. It says 4th of July
I love
Rules.
it.
That's the top of it. How cute. Love the colors of it. And I love this pattern. And I would love to have these done. This is going to be one of my goals.
Do
to
you
try to
have
get-
that frame? I thought you bought that frame.
Yes, I do have this frame. Yes, I do.
So you need to get working on that. You'll finish that this summer.
That, yeah, if I don't get it done.
Yeah.
So anyways, between the two of those, any predictions about which one won?
I saw.
Oh, she saw. It was Liberty Pennies.
It was Liberty.
Liberty Pennies won against these two. So, oh, I put that in the wrong bag.
But you're gonna finish 4th of July.
4th of July Rules. Oh, and yeah, both of these
You'll finish them.
that's the thing is that you get pretty far in them and then it's like, well, you might as well just finish it.
Yeah.
All right, so that was Liberty Pennies won that. And then my last two were Easter ones, which, what a cute pairing. It is More Chocolate Bunnies, another hands-on design. And here is the pattern for it. People are probably familiar with it. More Chocolate Bunnies. Here was my progress on it. Here's some bunnies.
Some little chocolate bunnies.
Little chocolate bunnies, and I don't know if I have written down what I did that on. Oh yeah, it is on 16 count Waxing Moon Fabric Flare, the same thing. The same fabric, that same model.
Waxing Moon.
So that was up against this little guy who I have fallen in love with.
Oh yeah.
From the Chubby series, the famous
Chubby
Chubby
Bunny.
Bunny. Look how cute. And this is my progress on little Chubby Bunny. I've made pretty good progress on
Oh my gosh.
Look at those little flowers and look how
that's
cute.
just adorable.
Is that just adorable, that little bunny sitting there?
Yes.
And I also have for that,
I was gonna say.
yeah, this is my finishing piece. The frame, you just kind of finish it in there.
That, I love that.
I know. And I can do all the little
Where'd you get
chubbies.
that at?
This was
that from the retreat?
It might have been from the retreat.
I
I
think
think
it
the
was.
retreat last year.
I love that.
Yeah. And how cute these little patterns are. And they
know.
have all the little chubbies. It is Jeannette Douglas. I should say who it was. Jeannette Douglas has all the little chubbies here. Chubby Bee and Chubby, I don't know what all.
And all kinds of chubbies.
All chubbies, all a lot of chubbies. So between those two, oh, here's the other chubbies. I have a bunch of the other little chubbies.
She has like all of them.
I have all but the one that's new that I'm going to talk about later.
That's coming up.
That's coming up, so hold your horses on that one. So between more chocolate bunnies and Chubby Bunny,
I would say Chubby Bunny.
Chubby Bunny won. So then we had, if you're looking at here, so I had Lucky You against spring seasonal samplings. Again, I stitched on those a couple more days because they won. Between those two, when I put them up on my Instagram stories, spring seasonal sampling won. It moved on, beat Lucky You. And then
People
down,
loving that one.
yeah.
Wow.
And then down here, Liberty Pennies moved on and Chubby Bunny. Just put that up yesterday. It might still be on my stories now. And Chubby Bunny is beating by a lot.
By a long shot.
It has like 30 some votes, and Liberty Pennies not as many. I don't remember, but so now final round. So be watching all my Instagram stories if you want to be a part of this. Spring seasonal sampling, the one from Primrose, the big one with the bunny, up against my little Chubby Bunny.
What's the Instagram?
It's Arvino Stitchers.
Okay, so go check out Arvino Stitchers Instagram.
Yeah.
This pool will be up. Go vote.
I need to stitch a day on this. This will be today's stitch, the spring seasonal sampling. Tomorrow I'll stitch on Chubby Bunny, and then probably tomorrow night I will put it up for my final to see who the winner is.
Get on
Will
there
the little
vote,
chubby
folks.
tiny bunny beat the big bunny from spring
Bunny
seasonal?
versus bunny.
Bunny versus bunny at the end. So it's fun. I mean, it takes some work to get it started, but like I said, a lot of organizing. But it's fun watching them on your Instagram story to see who wins, you know, who moves on, and you kind of in your heart, you're like, oh, I really want this one to win or that one. And then you watch, and it went mostly the way I wanted it to go. I mean, and I loved all 8 of these because honestly, I would have been like, you want to pick 8 that you really want to stitch. You don't want to put something up that obviously it probably wouldn't be in your library if you didn't want to stitch it. So when I went through, I was like, these are 8 that I definitely want to stitch. And, you know, I didn't really want to put like Halloween and for me, like I was in the mood for spring and maybe summer, some things for summer. So it's fun. If you decide it's not true. If you decided you want to start this now,
March.
You could start it now. This chart you can get on the Steel City Stitchers web or their, I guess,
Facebook or something.
I mean, I think if you go to their Instagram stories or if you go into any of their YouTubes, they have it linked. There's like a Patreon or something, not a Patreon, I don't know what the word is, but a link tree. I think it's what the word I want. A link tree, and you go to the link tree and it'll have this that you can download, and then you can just fill it in. So
cool. It's
fun. It's a great way, and it's something, you know, we kind of do March Madness in our family with the actual basketball game. So
that'll be coming.
That'll be
soon.
coming up. I think
I love that.
selection week is
I love that. I always fill out a bracket, and it's fun for as long as your team stays in. It's pretty fun.
Right.
But last year I went out early. I remember now. So this year, hoping for better.
So yeah, that is my March Madness.
So,
do we want to keep going on or take a break?
Let's keep going on.
Okay. All right. Next thing, did you have something to share?
I have haul now.
Do you want to do haul or my quilting?
All right, we can do quilting.
Okay. Quilting won't take long. I'm working on right now these. They're called wraps, pillow wraps. They are from Shabby Fabrics. I purchased them from Shabby Fabrics. The Whole Country Caboodle is the one that puts them out, and they have different wraps. I'm going to show you which one that I did. Here's the pillow.
One.
So you create the
so
pillow.
Beautiful.
And then this wrap.
Oh my gosh.
So here's, you do the pillow part first. And then here's your wrap. It's like a foamy, you put that, and you just put it on, and you tie it around to the back.
Wow.
In the back.
Look at that.
It has a little pocket, so in the back, so you can exchange it out. This is one of Katie's pillows I stuck in here.
That's funny. I didn't know that.
I mean, you were back there. I stuck that in there because I was like, oh, I wouldn't be able to show it.
Size.
Yeah. So I still need to order my pillow form for that. But I got a little behind on that too because I was sick. But that was the one for February. March was Lucky. And then look how cute this one is. April. I just got this actually yesterday. Oh, story for this. That's share story. So yesterday, you know, well, I knew I was coming down to Katie's and I was going to be gone. Well, we're supposed to get all this rain. And I got this notification that my Nashville Needlework Market released my order from Lindy Stitches.
She was all over.
I was
our
in a tizzy.
My Nashville order is here. It's here.
It's
None
here,
of us
it's here.
have gotten ours yet.
And I'm like, I don't want it to be delivered. They're supposed to deliver it Saturday. I'm not going to be home, and I'm worried about laying out in the rain because I have all these patterns come from Lindy Stitches, and it's delivering Saturday. So on Friday, I called my post office and I'm like, can you please? I have a pattern coming, or a package coming. Can you please hold it? And I will. And they're like, oh, we're not sure if it's going to be here. They said call us in the morning. So Saturday morning, got up bright and early, 8 o'clock. I'm getting this before I go to Katie's. Called down there. I said, hey, and he right away he goes, is this, Robin Constantine? Yeah. Oh, he goes, yeah, I have your package right here. We'll just hold it for you. I'm like, all right, I'll be there within an hour. Text the girls. I'm like, girls,
she's like, I'm going to get my Nashville order.
I can't hardly breathe. I'm so excited. My Nashville order's here. I'm so excited. My post office is like, it's weird. It's longer than that. It's clear to Tynesta.
Oh, you do to Tynesta.
Yes, it's like 10 miles from my house. Like, for some reason, we live right on the very edge of where the post office is.
So it does take a while
So I had to drive clear 10 miles in the opposite direction to this post office that I never go to because it's the opposite direction that I ever go. Get there, and I get into the store, and of course there was a man at the counter, and they're chit-chatting, and I'm just sitting there like, oh my God, I can't wait to get this package. I'm so excited to get this Nashville package. I'm sitting there waiting. And so I go up and he hands it to me. He goes, here you go. And I didn't even look at it. I'm like, oh, excited. And I ran out to my car and I'm like, oh my gosh, it says Shabby Fabrics.
Not Lindy Stitches.
It didn't say Lindy Stitches. I'm like, what? Shabby Fabrics? So I run back in and I'm like, sir,
do you have another package?
Do you have another package for me? Because this is not the package. No, he goes, let me see. And I pulled it up and he goes, yeah, that's still in transit from Pittsburgh. It's not. I'm like, oh. So then I had to message them and say, girls,
I made a mistake.
I made a big mistake. My pattern is not here.
And not only that, I drove 15 minutes out
So
of the
I
way
did
to go
not have my Nashville Needlework package.
We were hoping we would have them.
We wanted to have it today. We were so excited that we were going to have it.
Mine's coming on Wednesday this week, I think.
And mine now says it's still in transit. I think tomorrow. I hope. I don't know. I was so disappointed, and I was ready to give a big shout out to Lindy. I mean, they are doing great. They're getting their stuff out quick. But I was like, Lindy Stitches, quickest. This side of the Mississippi, they got them out. And they are quick. I'm not saying anything, but I was like,
they are quick.
They've been very. I know they've been busting their butts this week to get everybody's stuff out. So no Nashville Needlework Market things to share.
We are going to talk about it.
We're going to talk about it at the end.
But
so that was my quilting. Do you have anything for quilting?
I was going to talk about my pillow that you made me.
Yeah.
Real quick. This will be a quick one. I've been sharing these pillows that Mom made for me for my shower. And this is the March one.
For St. Patrick's Day.
It's so cute. Look how sparkly he is. I love this one because it's like a little chaotic. There's
a lot going on with it.
There's just stuff everywhere.
It says, may your troubles be less and your blessings be more, and nothing but happiness come through your door.
So cute.
And we have little guys. This was definitely a complicated one when I did it because you had to do these attached. I mean, I don't even remember how all this went together. It was just take it step by step. A pot of gold.
Lucky. So, anyways, that's a beautiful.
That was her.
I have one for every month. So this is March. Cool. Love it. I love putting those on my
cool
on my bench. All right.
Are we ready to go on to?
I have to do my haul.
Your haul, yeah. I think I have one thing for haul.
Instead of whips, I have a haul this month, I guess.
Yeah.
So the first thing I wanted to share, I ordered these from Primrose. It's from, I looked it up, Bunny Hill Designs. Does that sound right?
Yeah.
Bunny Hill Designs. So I ordered this nice fabric bundle. I have like no fabric back there. I'm not a quilter. Mom has a bunch of like scrap fabrics to finish her like pillows and stuff. But I don't. So I was like, I'm going to start working on my fabric collection just so I have like some nice finishing sitting around. And so I got this to do my pillows or whatever I might need, and loving them. Nice. I feel like they're pretty versatile. for spring, maybe a little bit into summer, and definitely for like Valentine's Day stuff. So I might be picking up some more of these little bundles.
Yeah, those bundles
they're really nice.
Are nice. They have some nice.
They have some nice like versatile like
for different seasons.
Yeah, so that's something, starting my fabric collection. So that's a little exciting. Do you want to share?
Okay, and mine is my next. I talked briefly about my seasonal courier, and this is the next one that I want to get to, and it is from Robin Pickens, the spring seasonal courier. Or no, I'm sorry. Yeah, Robin Spring. That's the name of it. From Robin Pickens, Robin Spring.
Robin Spring for Robin Pickens, stitched
And
by a Robin.
Custom. And I have all the floss ready to go. So this is definitely on my list to get to. I know it's spring. I mean, spring's starting, so.
Yeah.
It seemed like I got the winter one done. Almost the end of winter.
Like,
it's kind of like your paddles. But at least you know the next year you're going to have them. So that's one of my goals to get to. So that's my only haul.
And then my next part of my haul, what do I have here? I guess let me do this one first. This is my next pattern, and I know, I mean, again, I'm gonna be a little behind, but I got the Free Stitch Friday floss pack and finishing kit from Primrose. So there's the Needleminder that came with it. How cute is that? With the fabric. I got a 32 count. I don't remember what color it is.
32 count. That's a pretty
32
fabric.
count something. Then I have, came with the floss. There's
Cottage Garden.
This is by, what does it say?
Cottage Garden up here.
Oh,
Cottage Garden Threads.
Cottage Garden Threads. There's a black one in here somewhere that I can't find in my bag. Yeah, hold those for me, please. Oh, here it is.
I love how variegated they are.
Oh, the floss is what like sold me that I needed to buy this kit, because I mean you can do it in DMC, but I mean look at this green.
I know.
I loved like
and this gold
when they were showed like the model stitch, how like you could just see all the different colors.
Yes.
So I'm really excited to get this stitched up, and I'm gonna do it even though St. Patrick's Day is over.
I know, that's why I'm with my Quaker. I might do that Quaker too.
Because I have not one single St. Patrick's Day thing in my collection. So
I don't have a lot either, but a few things, but not a lot.
And then I also bought the finishing kit. I always think their finishing kits for these are like such a great price. It was like $9 or something. For these cute little fabrics, a piece of wool, and I think there's
that little shamrock
some
fabric
rack
in there.
Look
how cute that shamrock fabric
little
is.
shamrock
That would be
fabric.
adorable.
And some more little shamrock fabric. So that is one of my bigger haul items, was this whole kit.
Yes.
And then
we love their free stitch.
Yes, I've been loving their free stitch series. I think it's so cute.
It's such a great idea.
And then the other thing I have, this is the other thing I was working on kitting up, is also from Primrose. It's Welcome Spring. This cute little Welcome Spring pillow.
Cute.
The colors in this are just so bright, so springy. I'm going to stitch this on a white. I got all the floss for it. I got all the fabric for it, ready to go. So that I'll do the Free Stitch Friday, and then I'm going to do this.
Cute.
And then I'll hopefully get that done before we go to our retreat, and then I'll have my retreat.
Then we'll have a retreat
things.
Nashville.
So I have a lot of stitching to do. I'm getting like all the spring stuff I just love.
Yeah, I love this time
all
of year.
The spring stuff.
This is going to lead into our next section, which is going to talk about Nashville. This is kind of my haul. I forgot to talk about this.
I forgot to talk about that.
It is one of the new what do they call it? Attire, or what does she call apparel? That's the word. Apparel from Lindy Stitches. Let me show you the back. I don't know if I do this, can you see?
Yeah, you gotta go down.
Wait, like that? I'm sorry.
There. You can see it's like a hoop with some flowers.
Yeah.
Very cute.
It's so cute, and I love the colors. And she has a lot of different colors in this, and it's real soft. It's great. And so I got it. I thought I could wear it to the retreat.
And I already talked about mine.
Yeah, she talked about hers, but I thought, well, this is kind of one of my new hauls too, also. So,
okay.
All right, we're gonna pause just for a minute, and then we're gonna do our Nashville haul.
Okay.
Okay, we are gonna talk briefly about our Nashville Needlework Market. Releases that we got. We know our video is getting long, so this is going to be just a quick section. We wanted to talk briefly about, we've ordered from a couple different places, but one of our favorites was Lindy Stitches.
She did a great job with all those YouTube videos. They were coming out.
Just follow her videos.
Like daily, just watching all her videos and just
sharing all the stuff and getting you excited
such
about
a
it.
cute job, like so themed.
And I know they do a wrap up. Her and Jason are going to do a wrap up coming up, and we love Jason, so that's going to be fun.
Following Lindy was a big part of our Nashville experience.
And we had a big, and like I said, my package is coming from Lindy with a lot of my things that I ordered. The other shout out is to our friend Vicky. We met Vicky last year at the Steel City Stitchers retreat.
So she owns her own like distribution, I guess, or shop. Her
like
own
an Etsy shop.
Like an Etsy shop. It's called Summer Kitchen Threads, and she has done a wonderful job of getting us what we needed from Nashville. She was there at Nashville, so we were she was sending us some pictures of like the model stitching, and we were putting in like orders
all kinds of things. The whole time she was there, keeping us updated on what was going on and like nice things that she saw.
So shout out to Vicky, Summer Kitchen Threads.
Make sure you check her out.
Go check her out. Go put some orders in from her. She's been so fabulous. I ordered a few things from her. I think I ordered 2 patterns that I'll talk about, but she's gonna have them all kitted up for us.
We just said, hey Vicky, will you kit this up for us? And oh sure, no problem.
So fabric, floss, and patterns all coming straight to me when I get to the retreat. I cannot wait to get there, and I cannot wait to see it.
She's bringing a bunch of us things that we ordered.
Yes. And we were throwing a lot at her, and she did a wonderful job of it.
We met Vicky last year at the retreat, and we kept in touch throughout the year. We have a group, Steel City Stitchers group, that we all kind of talk in, and she would always share things with us throughout the year. And then she mentioned that she was going to Nashville, and we're like, oh, and she
Vicky.
Okay, so we she's been wonderful, and we'll get anything that you need. So just reach out to Vicky. If she doesn't have it, she'll find a way to get it for you.
She will get it for you. She got me some really nice things that she was unable, that I think maybe other people weren't able to get. She put some strings for me, so thanks. Right. And so now we're gonna talk about
our top
3
with a bonus. Yes.
So our top 3 Nashvilles.
Yeah.
Plus 1.
All right, so do you want to start with, she's going to share them on the iPad.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So,
I was going to share
we don't have
this, but
the patterns yet.
Should I share with Miss May or not?
Do you want to just call her? See if she'll come?
Missy.
Miss May.
She's probably not going to come.
Come here, Missy. She's coming.
Come here, Miss May.
All right, so this is, Mom has a little story. I'll go grab her.
Okay, she's going to grab it.
And you tell your story.
My first pattern is called Dandelion Wishes. And it has a story around my little Miss May. This is Miss May. I think we shared her before in one of our floss tubes. She is a full-blooded Maltese. I've had her. She is actually just had her birthday, and she's 13 years old. You believe that?
Yeah,
13. So she's getting older, but she has so much energy. You would swear, don't you? You would swear that she's like a puppy. When we go for our walks, she keeps up with Charlie, my 8-year-old. No problem. And Charlie's actually kind of afraid of her. She's a little bit
She's a boss.
She's a boss.
My big dog, she bosses him around.
Her dog's about how many pounds? I don't know.
65, something like that.
And Miss May will keep both those male dogs in line. They don't mess with her.
She's about 1/10 of Heinz's size, and
she keeps them in line. So anyways, this pattern called Dandelion Wishes, I had to get it. Miss May loves, can you get it without the, Miss May loves, maybe a little bit closer. Yeah. Miss May loves, we call them puffballs. When we walk out at our school, the dandelions, whenever they start to mature, and I looked this up.
She did some research.
I looked it up. That white is called pathos, and they kind of blow off, and then each one of those has a seed on them, and then more dandelions grow. So Miss May, when she sees those white puffballs, we call them, she walks literally up. If this is the puffball and she's walking along, she would come up, boop, and she bites the whole thing off. I mean, she literally walks around and hunts for these white, when we're on our walks. There's a puffball, and she just puts the whole thing in her mouth. And you would think her mouth would be full, but she just continues to.
So whenever Mom saw this, she had to get it.
I was
such a beautiful
and it's by Robin Pickens
pattern. I saw this one. I almost ordered this one, but I didn't have a heartwarming story like Mom does.
So Miss May.
This is a little piece for our little girl, Missy May.
For our little girl, Miss May. So yeah. All right, I think she wants down. She's like, I've had enough of this. Where do you want to stay?
The big boss of the dogs.
The big boss of the dogs, Miss May. Yeah. All right, so then what's your next one?
My first one is, there's a hair in my garden from Hands On Design, and this is one of the ones that I have coming from Vicky, Summer Kitchen Threads. She's bringing me this straight to the retreat. I cannot wait to get this. and get stitching on it. I love the...
Are you going to make it bigger?
I'm going to do a BAP.
Oh, she's going to do the
Big Awesome Produce. It's going to be a big one.
Yeah,
I saw they had...
They're like 20 inches, I think.
Yes, I think they're massive. So I'm going to have a massive...
Is it 10 or 20 inches?
Carrot. I can't wait.
I don't remember, but it's big.
And then they did the smaller one in that pomegranate. I don't know if I'm going to commit to doing the same pattern twice, but I would love to have it in the pink too.
I also had that one.
But
Vicky's bringing me that one.
So cute. This is one of my favorites. Yeah. So Big Awesome Produce. Can't wait to get that. Hopefully I'll be sharing it next time. It's a giant thing.
All right, my next one is from Teresa Kogut.
Oh, go ahead.
It is called Coco's Garden. And she did it on this cute little basket and then this basket finish. I don't know if I would finish it that way. I might, I don't know, but just love that pattern. I mean, another bunny. How cute is that? So I have that one coming from Lindy Stitches. Love it. It was one of my top 3 picks from Nashville.
Okay, my next one is from Erin Elizabeth. It's simply called Spring. There it is. It's this little spring pillow. Little, I don't know if those are bird houses. They might be like bird houses with some little bunnies and some trees. I saw this and I just had
I also ordered that one, and she has the
winter. She also did the winter one, which I didn't order that because
might get it later.
I think I'll pick it up.
Yeah. She also has it also for fall or I think it's autumn and summer. So she already has those ones out.
So that's Spring by Erin Elizabeth.
Cute.
I'm really excited about that, to get that one stitched up. That one I did my ordering from Primrose because they had the Erin Elizabeth.
Yeah, that's she couldn't find that.
I don't know why Lindy didn't have Erin Elizabeth. But so I ordered this from Primrose. So it is on the way and it should be arriving Wednesday.
Cute.
So
my next one is Stitching Parliament from Hands On Design. Love these little owls, and I want to finish them in that was like the one flat finish that you could do, but then they also have them in the small stand-ups. I want to do them in the small stand-ups.
Of course. I mean, that's adorable.
And then she just this week sent out, if you subscribe to her newsletter, there is a tutorial it's a like on a blog type thing. It's not like a video, but she walks you through how you do one of those finishings for the owls.
Who's that?
From Kathy from Hands On Design. So you can go, I think you can go to her website and she has a link to that finishing if you get those owls. And I actually saw on Facebook that somebody got those owls.
I saw that and finished them already.
We were talking about that yesterday.
Insane.
So we don't know if they got them early or how they got them and got them finished already, or if that's all they've done.
Stitched and finished in the little stand-ups.
Yeah.
Somebody's quick.
I won't be that quick, I can tell you that. All right. And then our bonus? Or
this is my last one.
Our last one?
This is my last one. It is called Spring Blooms by Wildflower Stitching. I just loved this pattern. I don't know why. It was just screaming to me. So this is another one that Vicky's bringing me. I went back and forth about whether to order this, but I don't know why. It's just special to me. I don't know what it was.
Cute stitch. Our dogs are going to bark. We have 2 more.
Now we have our bonus.
Our bonus item.
Our bonus items, because I couldn't narrow it down to 3.
Okay. Mine is, to go along with my Chubby bunny, I chose the Chubby U. It's a new release from Jeannette Douglas. Look how cute. I'm into my U's.
All the Chubby. Well, the U's and the Chubbies. So
yeah, the U's and the Chubbies go together. So love that pattern. That one is coming from Lindy Stitches, and I'm excited about it. I cannot wait to get that little guy.
I have it finished on that cute little
paddle. And I can do, that little round that I have. I can put all this in that.
Okay. Now, I kind of cheated and I did 2 more. But they are a set.
She couldn't narrow it down.
I couldn't narrow it down. The first one is the Happy Life set. This is spring set number 1. This says sunshine and showers, and there's 2 actually in each of these. There are these little pillows. Oh gosh, sorry guys. Soil and seeds. So that's Happy Life set number 1, and then we have Happy Life set number 2. These are by Jeannette Douglas. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Renew and Grow, and Sprout and Bloom. All right, so we got a little visitor to join us for our big giveaway. This is Heinz. This is his first time on making an appearance on our video. So here he is. This is my big boy. He's interested in what's going on out there. But yeah, this is Heinz.
they've had a long waiting for us to get done here, so they're
getting a little.
We had to stop the video there for a moment because the Amazon or UPS.
I ordered a desk because I'm working from home for a little bit. So the desk was being
delivered.
And
of course they delivered it in the middle of the Flosstube, and the dogs got very excited when they see the man coming up to the porch.
So this is my boy, my guard dog, Heinz.
And he is how old? He's
going to be 3 soon, in like a couple weeks, right after we go to the retreat. Yes. So he's almost 3.
He loves to herd my, my little dogs look like little sheeps to him.
Yeah,
like
he's an Australian Shepherd, so he's a herding dog.
He wants to herd them all over the place.
He wants to herd the sheep. Yeah, but he's a sweet.
He's loving us attention.
Yeah,
I think.
He is.
He's all about this.
Yeah.
All right, we have, since this is our Flossiversary, we have a giveaway today. It is from Hands On Design, and it's called Let's Talk Summer. So if you would like to enter this giveaway, please leave a comment using the word summer.
Yeah, summer.
Yeah.
Let's get some summer vibes.
Yeah.
Bring in the warm weather.
And we will pick a lucky winner, and this would be a great stitch. There's a couple different ones, so you can see those small ones here too. Some lucky subscriber then will, please like our video and be a subscriber.
Summer, and we'll do a random pick, and somebody will win. And ship that to you.
And it'll be perfect for next month, and you can get this ready to go for summertime. So we definitely appreciate everybody watching today and putting up. It was a long video. We had, like we said, we had a lot to share because it had been, a while.
And a lot to talk about Nashville, and
So thanks for joining us.
Thanks for joining us, and we'll see ya after we get our Nashville stuff, after our retreat. So we'll have lots to talk about next time too. So
we'll see you hopefully sometime in April.
Yes. Until then, happy stitching.
Happy stitching.